Hello, Cat Comics fans. I'm going to be teaching you how to draw this beautiful anime girl. I think she's cute. I picked her out myself, and I know videos are in high demand and how to draw an anime girl is just good. I, as a professional artist, is cracked at this kind of stuff. So I'll show you easy ways. Good for kids too. I'll make it easy for y'all per people that are new to this. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you more of my talent. Thank you. Let's get started. We have the paper here. Let me get my best pencil. You're gonna need the HB number 2 pencil right here. The one I have here. Pretty sharp, and I think I did a pretty good job. So let's get started. So first, for any designer, you would have to want to draw. Start by drawing the face like this. Start by drawing a cross right here. A bit like that. And then you make it a little bit larger so your face is slightly small in this photo. And then you start by drawing the face right here. These characters seem to have really nice, sharp, like a jawline right there, so you could draw like that. Looks like a condom. Who's your best drawer? And you start by erasing that. Now, anime women are known for having their very majestic, nice, big eyes. So you start by... Wait, I forgot this part. You start by doing this part, like this. So you could draw the size of the eyeballs, like that. And don't forget, you must draw the face. So you start by drawing your diagram. It could be smile. In this case, this one's not smile, but I'm gonna make it smiling. So I'm gonna start by make sure you get the lips, cause mine's gonna have very nice big lips and all that. So we're gonna start by having a nice big smoochers right there. Draw the top one right there. Close it off like that. My gosh, it looks so good. And it's something I drew. Drew this at least 1,000,000 times. Look at that. Ooh, she looks pretty good. Nice little smoochers right there. Okay, now we finished with the lips. We'll get to the mouth in a little bit. So next we gotta draw the eyes. So her eyes tend to be very nice and look good looking. That, yeah, looking good. Draw that part. Good enough. And remember, you gotta make sure they have really nice, pretty eyelashes. You know, the girls got nice eyelashes, so you gotta make sure nice and big. Oh, it's such a beauty. Look at that. It's not the greatest, but I think it's great. My mom said I'm gonna be the next artist. I swear to y'all guys. You start by doing on this side. Look at that. You know how humans have a lot of eyelashes, so you gotta make sure they're as many as possible for the best results. There we go. Now you got done with the eyelashes right here. So next you gotta draw the iris, which is the colored part of the eye. I don't have a colored pencil on me, so I won't be coloring her eyes. I'm gonna make this colored graphite, if you know what I mean. Gotta make this eye. Yeah, there we go. Nice, beautiful, dazzling looking eyes. So you draw the reflection to give it that RTX look. And then you draw the pupil, that, like so. And now, you got the pupil, that if you can see that right there, very majestic, if you can see. Zoom in right there, move my paper a bit. You can tell it has some very nice looking eyeballs. And we'll get to the hair next, since we saved the hair for last, if you want to add it, that 3D depth. And here, let me zoom in a little bit more on the image. There we go. Looking majestic. So next, you gotta draw the little parts that make your eye look beautiful, if you know what I mean. Oh gosh, look at my homepage now. Jeez. Iris, which is right here, where it makes your eyes look beautiful. I think they look beautiful myself. Look at that. Some of girls, they don't really focus on the colored part, but since me as a professional artist wouldn't know what to do. Look at that. Write down in the comments if I'm a great artist. I think I am myself. If you know me, Cat Comics Pro, in a part comics. I know how to make good comics, and I'm a professional drawer. So, start by coloring the other side part of the eyes, like that. Yes. Look at that. So, usually this is an anime show, but since we're making this as realistic as possible, let me adjust that real quick so you can see the full face. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to shade the eye like that. Give her some eyeliner. Because those eyes are too boring, they're gonna need some beautifulness. Like all girls look like that. I think they look like that. I think they look nicely like this. Nice beautiful eyes and all that. If I do say so myself. Gotta get that foundation on her eyes. Make this eye a little darker so it matches the other. And then you gotta draw the, oops, move my paper a little bit. Then you gotta draw the eyebrows. Oops. Good enough. I mean, you gotta keep the color right there. There we go. So next we draw the nose. Because they don't look like human noses, if you know what I mean. You gotta kind of make it kind of like an L, but slightly slanted like this, if you know what I mean. Let's erase that real quick. Anyway, now I gotta give it a foundation. That's how you draw them, I'm pretty sure. You know how they have that blushy part whenever they're like in the show Pokemon or Demon Slayer or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? They look like they're blushing all the time. You know what I mean, right? Hopefully. As a professional drawer would say, if you can't draw Van Gogh, you can't draw nothing. So you can Van Gogh freak yourself. I mean, play around with your drawing. And always have good drawing. If you think your drawings are bad, don't worry. Me drawing, I think I draw pretty good, and anyone who tries to put me down, I immediately will correct them. So anybody who thinks their drawings are bad, just say what I say. You don't understand. Like my mom said, I'm a great drawer. So there we go. Lord Obasol. And so now we'll get to the gums. I mean the teeth. Or first we gotta draw the gums first, is what I meant to say. And you gotta make them really show, because you know how when beautiful ladies smile, you gotta show those nice dazzling teeth. So you add these babies, these puppies, to give it some definition. See right there? Now we're gonna add definition to the gums to make them have that RTX feel. A professional artist like me would add this. Since these anime cartoons will say they don't usually draw gums because they're not as professional as me, as a professional artist. And remember, gotta finish the face like that. So you get that chiseled jawline. I think I have a pretty chiseled jawline, not gonna lie. But I think women have it better because my jawline is beautiful, of course. Now, we're gonna zoom out slightly like this so you can kind of see the jawline right there. And now you gotta draw the teeth like this. Those beautiful pearly whites. There we go. So I know the character doesn't look like it's smiling, but mine's gonna smile because all women should have beautiful smiles. You know what I mean? So now we got our teeth done. Ooh, we got a little spot right there. There we go. And now it's time for the hardest part. you gotta draw their body. And girls have really nice bodies. If you think about it, anybody who knows, they gotta have that. Perfect women have that hourglass body. So first, you start by drawing the neck part, which is where this little person right here. You draw like that, so it's kind of slanted in a 3D angle, like that. Oh, whoops! I forgot to zoom out. Like that. And that's not her neck, but that's like where her like sweater comes in. You know what I mean? Like the one right there. Right there, about there. So yeah. And so let's start by getting that part done. Make sure you draw she's in a school outfit is what I'm assuming. I'm not in college, so I hope you don't dress like that. But you gotta start by drawing like the little blue part where it has like her, it looks like she's in a very professional clothing. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Has some, yeah, that's perfect. And now you gotta draw the part right here. And for me, since I'm a good artiste, you gotta draw the stripes. Since we're looking for that detail. So there, now you got the shirt part. Now we gotta draw where her arm on the side is right here. Let me zoom out there real quick for you. There we go. So we're not going to be drawing the skirt part because my paper, again, isn't long enough. It's about there to here. Because since I'm professional enough, I'm going to make it easier for y'all guys. And you're just going to draw the top half of her. So now we got to start with the arm right here. You start right there. So we'll get to this part later. Now, we got this neck part done. And I think it looks very great. Comment if you think my drawing looks good in the description below. So now, we're going to focus on that part where she's brushing her hair back like she's kind of shy, if you know what I mean. Gotta get the arm part right there. Make sure you go really in depth on this part because it has that 3D look in it to it. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to make her look kind of buff, if you know what I mean. And you got to get those wrinkles in for the shirt wrinkles since, you know, not all perfect shirts are, you know, about as good as you think. Oh, wait, forgot to draw her hands. Make sure you draw it back here. Oh, I forgot, we're going to be drawing her hair, but we always save that for last, for all professionals do. I think I read that correctly. And you gotta draw the striped part of her shirt, like the cuff right here. I'm not wearing a long sleeve, so I'm gonna be basing off that drawing. Let me zoom in. Right here. Sorry about that. My phone happened to die while I was on the charger. Ooh, I lost my pencil. Shoot. Back to what I was doing. So where were we? Oh, yes. Yeah, there we go. We're on the part where we're drawing her arm. So, here we go. So remember what I told you. Make sure you draw those beautiful stripes. And we're going to color these bad boys in since we're looking for detail. Like any artist says, anybody who calls you bad, they are trash and they look like a piece of poop. Yeah, poop, yeah. So you color these bad stripes in. Look at that. Look at that definition right there. Gotta add that shading right there to give it that texture and that realism. Oops. A little far out. So next, you start by drawing. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did pretty good. We need to add a couple wrinkles though. Or some shadows to give it that realism. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Looking pretty good. Wow, it's actually really good. I mean, this is a really good drawing. It's just too easy for me to do. Like, since I'm teaching y'all barbarians, I mean, my students how to draw really well, since I'm a good drawer. So now, the moment you've been waiting for, we are going to be drawing the body now. So now, you come down by drawing this spot right here. Make sure you know where your arm is. And we're going to be drawing the top part of her chest. So we're going to give her some nice looking mommy milkers. Oh wait, that's a little too high. Too high isn't bad for me, but I forgot to say so myself. Oh, that's it in that video. Sorry about that part. We're gonna be drawing the top part of the chest like that. Oh wait, I almost forgot. You gotta add the top part of the bow tie. Got the bow tie, just like a magic trick. Like, I'm a pretty good magician myself. I showed my mom how I made a penny disappear. She believed me. But anyway, we need to keep focusing on this part. She said I did pretty good, by the way. Sorry to leave that in. So we gotta draw the top bottom part of the bow like that. We gotta add the shadows right here. And here, let me erase this part for you. We need to give it that realism. We gotta do the quality difference. Mine stops there. We might as well got a little bit out. I got a little bit out right there. Gotta make it have that shadow. Now we got the top part. Don't forget to draw the bow, and don't forget to add, the realism. Like so. Make it come up a little bit like that, so you give the chest the definition you're looking for. Now, we're going to draw the bottom part of the arm. Make sure you don't draw over this part, or else it's going to look like she has her hands over her chest like that, which looks wrong if you ask me. So we're going to make the arm go down like this. Yes, nicely like that. I'm going to draw a line here where the camera goes off so I can know where to have my marker spot, where to stop. Here, I'll move it up if you don't mind. So you can see. Like that, like so. In fact, let's move it down a little bit. Let's give it that hip part. With a little bonus, we might as well start this video off of a banger. That. And then we're not going to draw this part because this is where her arm's going to be. So what you're going to do, right here, you're going to be coming down like this. And then twisting her arm like that. So she kind of looks like she's like holding down like she's holding her book, if you know what I mean, or a phone. It could be whatever. In fact, if you could add a little bonus and draw like a phone or a book there. Do whatever. It's your drawing. So, and you're probably thinking, well, Western, where's the top part right there? Right there? Well, we'll get to that part, okay? So, draw down like this. There we go. Draw a little bit right there. Gotta give her some definition and add those wrinkles. Always add those wrinkles to give it that realism and those shadows. Look at that. I think I did pretty good on that. And let me get some definition under that part. And now, this part is kind of hard. You're going to have to match exactly how I go. And for my little added bonus, they didn't think to add the buttons, so I'm going to add some buttons to give it that realism. Even add the little circles right there if you guys want to. You could skip that if you want. I just want to add it because I think it looks majestic. Gucci goo. I think she's adorable. What do you comment down in the description if you think it's adorable? I think it. So, now we got that done. Now it's time for the bow. Or not the bow. Oh, my bad, dude. Now it's time. Now that we got the bottom part of the lower torso, if you know what I mean. Since I don't have enough drawing space right here for y'all guys to see, it's time for the last part. It's time for the hair. So, oh wait. And always be aware to sharpen your pencil when the pencil is low on lead. Make sure you sharpen it like I have right here. I sharpened it just now. I mean, when off camera, yeah. And I did it right there. So now it's time for the last part. The last part you've been waiting for. It's time for the hair. But again, I don't have a color pencil, so I won't be able to color her hair red, which I think sucks because redheads are drop down fire, let's just say. But now it's time to draw the hair, making it where y'all guys can see it. So right here, she happened to have like a little spot that will draw little guidelines right here, where she has like a little, I think it's bangs is what you call it. As a professional artist, I know what they're called. And then it's like a little thing right there. There we go. So and after that, if you think you're cool with your guidelines, you hardly color them like this, and if like that. And if you want to add some realism, you guys go ahead. But I'm gonna keep it simple for the little ones who are new to drawing. As a professional, I would like to go easy on the little ones because they're a first time, and yeah. So anyway. Let's start drawing the hair. The hair part right here. Make it where you guys can see it. We're gonna shade it at the very end. And remember, you gotta add this part. We'll erase that little spot right there because her hair drops down like that, and some of her hair actually goes around her chest like that. Make sure you add your spikes right there, and you start erasing here. Make sure you don't color hard on that spot. Like that. Perfect. Like that. And we can even add like a little spot right there to give it like that realism, because there's like a little bitty hair that goes right there. And someone that will go right here. I might try to shade it because a professional artist could shade it. And now you draw the other side. This one goes back here in the back. And then comes out in the back right here. And then you can continue on to draw like that, as you see my picture right there. And then you give it some, like her nice wild hair that comes up like that. And, oh yeah, I forgot about this part. So the spot right there comes around like this. Give it that realism, make it overlay this part to erase. So get that 3D texture, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Oh, there we go. So we give it the 3D texture. She's looking beautiful right now. Oh, I forgot to color in this part. Make sure, always be aware of what you color and follow the directions. Do as I do. Don't do as other people do. Because as a professional, I know what I'm talking about. So now, we're going to finish this part. If you see my guidelines right there, they go down like this. And what you do is as it's shown on the screen that I'm referencing, it doesn't show it gives it that much depth. So we're gonna have to give it some shadows where you do this and then slightly do that and then get dark again. Like that. On this side. Look at that. Look at the shading right there. It looks so realistic, guys. Anywho, now that we got that done. Oh, yeah. Make sure you make it kind of have like a spear angle at the end of her chest like that. So it gives that vibrance where the chest is, where it's like soup, so people can kind of notice it, if you know what I mean. Give it like the neck things right there, where you know how where your neck kind of has the things in your chest thing. Give it the line right there, for realistic. I like to make mine large because I like this one because it's tall. So now these guidelines that you happen to lightly draw, make sure you go hard over like this. And basically what you do is you start shading on her hair, because women got some beautiful colors on their hair. Make sure you do my technique, professional Cat Comics technique right here. Give that darkness. And then you get light like that. And sometimes for right here, what I like to do is get a little dark here. Gotta color hardly, because that's how I like the color. Hard. No Diddy, by the way. And come up light like that. So she has that 3D tint. Let's do it on the corners right here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, she's majestic. She's so pretty, she even got me cheesing. Making grilled cheese is what I meant. So now, get those tints right there. Like that. Get that darkness right here. Give the darkness effect so you can kind of see the hairlines. She looks so pretty, I swear. This is probably a professional art piece is what I like to call. And you move it over, and you're probably thinking, well, you forgot about that one. That part right there. Well, no, I haven't, because I have the thought of an elephant. Oh, I almost forgot. You also do this spot. That. Give that shade I always like to teach you. I might give it a name. I call it the hair. You know what? Let's not call it anything. What the heck? Gotta pop up. Let's not worry about that. Sorry, just couldn't lay my eyes off of that. I was just, maybe it's a Windows thing that tells me I need to check my cert. Never mind. So we keep coloring on that spot. And let's keep coloring on this spot. Make sure you always give it the shade, because you're gonna, from the little ones, they're gonna be showing their parents how good they drew this. And please share this video to anybody that's new to drawing, because I would love to show you my talents on drawing. I'm just a really good drawer in general, and you could be just like me. Trust me, you could actually get paid to do drawings. People actually pay me to draw stuff for them. And anyway, let's shade this spot. Make sure it has those nice tints. Make sure you get the, oops, move my paper a little bit. Make sure you get those little tints right here, the little reddish tints, even though I don't have a red thing. Shadow, make sure you have your shadows right here to make sure it looks like it's like shadowing off that spot. See, like right there. Oops, I don't think I could zoom in like that. But yeah, and then I have to and whoops, no, and then as a little special, we'll draw the end part right here. And then to draw the skirt, to give it that depth, you gotta draw the lines like this. Beautiful. You gotta give it that shadow, like if the shirt were to be shadowing over the skirt part, to give it that texture. little thing I added myself. And now, oh whoops, I forgot to draw the hand there. And then that, make sure if you want to, you can add little extra hair parts right here, little hairy hairs, because I like my girls having beautiful hair. And right there. And let's make this part a little darker so you can do that little shade thing I taught you. Like that. And there you have it, guys. You have drawn a nice, beautiful... Oh, shoot! Luckily it didn't... Shoot. Now you have drawn a beautiful looking anime girl. I consider her an LA 10, if you know what I mean. Look at that. Even get it good on the eyeballs. Look at the lips. I wouldn't put lipstick on her because I don't personally like girls with lipstick with sparing bat poop on your lips. I wouldn't want to smoocheroo on that part. Ooh. But the kisses, I'm not gonna lie. And then you got the nice part texture on the chest. Make sure you get the shadows. The skirts. Get that shadow right there. Look, see? Even looks... Hold on. Let me pull it up right now. Just like her. See? Looks great. Tell me in the comments if it looks beautiful. Look at that. Exact reference. Tell me in the comments if you like it. Peace, y'all.